Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Division 3 in F1 Total. We have round number 4 today for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and Mihai is just taking us out on the first outlap of qualifying. We turn to very early predictions for the race we have ahead of us. And just wondering who will be there, who will be challenging at the front. It should be fairly similar faces to what we've been seeing so far in this season, but obviously it can vary track to track. There's another I think of it, so I haven't looked at the standings. I assume it's Viral that's leading.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're very, very early in the season, only 3 rounds in. So right now the standings are not too representative what it is. Viral on 61, ahead of Flavors 43, then Mihai 39. Aussie 34, Always 26 is our current top 5.
So it's all fairly close towards the top end. Viral does have a healthy lead at this stage. As here comes Mihai through the lighting glitch and onto the main straight for what will be the first run of qualifying. You'd definitely say Viral still the favourite for this race, especially after, obviously it's not perfectly similar, but Vegas should be a fairly decent indication of how drivers go at these sort of tracks. It's not perfect, they're not the same track, but it's about as close of an indication as you can get. Phantom's joined the lobby, which hopefully means he'll be joining us before too long. It's 35-2 in the first sector from Mihai as he takes us around. I do have a track map, I just don't have it on my screen. As he takes us round into turn number 7 there. You can cut a lot of that on the inside, but Mihai not doing so just yet as he heads into the castle section. Did he just hit the wall there? Yes, he did. He's missing his right-hand end plate early on. He's honestly quite lucky that he's still going. In qualifying would have been quite embarrassing error to have crashed out on your first run. Phantom's now left the session, and
He'll show up eventually, I'm sure.
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, here comes Mihai.
Mihai is going to continue the lap though, even with damage.
Yeah.
Coming up into the lap now. Ah, there we go. Hello, Phantom.
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. Looking forward to the race.
I cannot wait. I have a new invite.
So,
Sure. First lap on the board there for
Aussie's
Mihai.
crashed
Aussie
in
is
the
crashed.
castle section. Yeah, that's the wheel gone. And that could have very easily happened to Mihai, who does hit a 140.2.
Oh, I'll see. What are you playing at?
As Gilles going to be across the line as well as a 40.4. And Viral there with a 40.0 to take that away by a couple of tenths. And then Lanky going to be the next to cross the line. It's a 40.6 to go. Slowest of the cars who have set a lap so far, but they're all fairly close up there. Maxi with a 40.0 matches what Viral's done on those first runs. And then that's Harley with a 40.7. Now we have Edwin coming across the line. He's invalidated and he's going to finish the lap but doesn't have the fuel to go again. So
Validated at Baku is impressive.
yeah. And
Next one, I believe, is Always, who's changed his name now to Floyd.
It's going to be Action
That is the,
Rick. He does a 42.8.
Oh, I missed Action Rick, my bad.
Lap.
And Floyd goes P4 with a 40.4.
Not quite that blistering qualifying lap we saw in Austria, but there's still a long way to go in the session. Lots of time for improvements to be made, as that's Mihai just returning his way to the pit lane.
Flavor's on a lap. He's got the Japanese Haas. He comes in the sector 1 now.
I think Flavors is actually the
I
only
don't know
one.
what everyone's been putting in. 35-2.
Oh, Davido's crashed at turn 1, which is an unusual place to put it in the wall.
Broken too late, gone in too deep,
Yeah.
maybe. I think it's fairly. I've definitely done it a few times myself. Trying to just push the limits as much as possible into turn 1. The outside
There
will
isn't a
just
corner on
stick
the
out a
stretch we
bit.
can't crush, really.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
outside will
but-
just stick out. It's easy to make the claim.
And there are
I
obviously some
would-
corners where it's more likely to have a session-ending crash than others. And we've already seen
Well, I
that-
would
Most
totally
of,
agree
for
with
example,
you.
turn 15 I think is a really bad one for
Yeah.
getting wing damage, but it's way too slow to get a DNF really,
Yeah,
unless you'd have to be quite silly.
yeah. And the,
What I would totally agree with Numi though is that Davido should not be crashing there on his first lap. Like that's where somewhere you crash, you're trying to find every single if possible. But when you just need to put a banker lap in, start the session, just take it a bit easy into turn 1. He's now going to be he's not going to last because Austria's in the exact same thing. But those two
Flamers
should be
goes
the
top by an absolute mile.
yeah.
7
wow.
tenths.
Yeah.
Bit under 7 tenths at this stage. Obviously, there will be time for all the other drivers to find in their laps, I'm sure, but that's a big margin to be set, to be putting early on, and it puts him in a great position for his later runs, as Lanky is 2 tenths up coming around the middle sector, just heading into the castle section, which we've already seen Clay Moss in this session.
Whoa.
He takes it a little bit safer and is okay there. There's Marcelio's in the runoff there at turn 2, trying to work out how he can turn around without hitting the
When he's just
wall.
come out the pit lane, I can tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah.
We talked about this actually a few days ago, Nomi, and
Yeah.
chats. And you said the racing line starts early enough now, coming out the pit
I
lane,
think
you see it
I've never had any issues with it.
before you have to brake, but I think Marcelo has had the exact issue. He comes out the pit lane
Yeah.
and just misses the braking for turn 2, and he's actually got wing damage as well here by going into the wall at like 1 kph. And he's very slowly reversed. This has a bit of Ragunistan vibes at this point. Oh my god, he's crashed!
I was just watching Lanky because I assumed he was going
Yeah,
slowly enough
I
that he
didn't-
wasn't gonna hit the wall. It's
I
Lanky
didn't
there.
catch it either.
There is a
4
wall
to
like
25.
sticking out on the. He's reversing from. Well, he's turned the car around, so he's going backwards towards turn 2.
Yeah.
And on the for his right hand side, for us left hand
Yeah.
side, there is a bit of a tire barrier sticking out,
Yeah, I think I know the wall you
and
mean, but it's...
and he like scraped that with his front right, and the front right just scraped off.
Oh dear, poor Marcelio.
That is
Not much fun
I mean,
during
for
this
one-
Diff season.
unbelievably lucky to DNF with a crash at like literally 2 kph. 2. Bit silly.
He says his wheel's bugged and he can't turn properly.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
full locking.
then he has an
went,
excuse. Then it's just
Yeah.
unlucky.
That would be why he went straight off at turn 1 as well. Oh, not turn 1.
That would
but-
also explain why it took about like 30 tries to actually get the car turned around.
Yeah, because he's having to spin turn
Because it
without...
really did have Ragunistan vibes
steering.
that he just couldn't get the car back into the direction that he wanted to.
Yeah, here comes
We
Viral.
missed Lanky Brown going P5, a good lap from him. I don't know if we can call Lanky a Baku specialist, but it is one of only
Yes.
2 tracks he got a podium at in Div 2, so I was trying to say to him as Viral was smashing into the wall on the exit. I don't know if you caught that on stream.
Yeah.
I think it might be
Yeah.
intentional because he didn't get damaged. That might just be.
Using
Might
all
He
the
do it in
track.
Monaco as well.
Oh, he's
Yeah, he's
doing
done
it
it
again.
again. I think he's just...
Okay, he's abandoned the
I
laps. I guess now he's gotten damaged, but you can do it as well.
yeah.
It works very well in Monaco. In I don't know what the corner's called, but after the chicane,
Yeah. To back.
and also again the chicane before Raskas. Those
Yeah.
two you can really. I mean, we actually have a rule against it. But that's mainly about another thing you could do in Monaco last game, where you would literally straight line, for example, the
Literally
hairpin.
take the piss.
Yeah, you would literally not brake for the hairpin and just go around the like Ross Chastain style for the hairpin. You get like yellow wing damage, and you gain so much time that was worth it. That's what the rule about wall riding is for. This sort of what we well from Viral, I'm not even sure that wasn't intentional, but that sort of thing. That is what I mean. It's not possible to police if that was intentional or not. So
Yeah.
that's not what the rule is for.
Yeah.
That is still a fair
Mas-
game.
You can.
Marcelio
you
has
can
said
gain
that
time
me and
from-
Felix are quiet on stream, so Numa, I don't know if you need to turn up your disco audio or something.
I can try turn that up to see if that makes it any better.
Am I quiet for you, Fan? Because you're normal volume for me.
You sound, you sound
you're
fine, so I guess
for
just
me. I just.
it's just the audio is being put on the stream
Yeah.
recording.
was trying to
Yeah,
make it so you
check
weren't
what-
too loud.
Yeah,
but
what
I've turned you
volume?
up.
Yeah, Discord is getting input for OBS maybe.
You know, it
If you go
is. I can see
Whatever
it,
streaming
but-
software you're using.
It's OBS, yeah. Like it is getting audio. It's just it just clearly wasn't high enough.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, if it's high.
Yeah, I've turned it up a bit.
Oh, Ewake
comes
had a
Maxi.
Windows update, that's why I disconnected.
Ah,
That certainly
so-
is something as well.
Bazooka there just goes into P7.
Maxi is 3/10 up after the first 2 sectors, so Maxi should jump into second place. He's going to need quite the final sector to get close to Flavors this time. But it'll be a good lap for the Sauber, and he needs it because his teammate Ossidre is going to be last in this qualifying session, unless Edwin and Pix don't get a lap in the end. Maxi is to the line. And yeah, he goes second fastest, but still some 4 attempts of Flavors. That time is looking very tough to beat at the minute. We've got Viral just coming to the 2/3 stage of his lap now. And Edwin actually goes into second and goes very close to Flavors this time. Well, closer than anyone's got so far. Just a 10th and 400ths off. Viral is now 3.5 tenths off as well, so should be joining that region between Edwin and Maxi. As they'll get closer to Flavors, but they're not getting close enough so far.
Not yet.
The good news for Davido, Marcelio, Ossi, and probably Pix as well if he actually gets back into the lobby in time. There really isn't a track where qualifying is less relevant than this. I think even Monza I would care more where I qualify. Because at least there it can be quite important to stay in the right DRS train. But around here there isn't really much of a train. Because, especially in Division 3 I reckon it'll get a bit silly. So the trains won't be too bad. And there's a lot of potential for chaos, you can overtake quite well. So really, I'm not too bothered where people qualify at this point.
Yeah. As I was following Flavors goes very deep into turn 1. But following with Viral, there was just an extraneous front wing down at turn 15, and after a bit of investigation, I found it was Harley's that was had lost his end plate there. Which Viral just.
Well, if the wing was orange, it must be Harley's.
There was a McLaren or.
Yeah, Flavors is going. He's still going with this lap, even though he went very deep into turn 1, starting it. So it's just wonder how much time he would have. He's 8 tenths down. Never mind.
A lot.
Yeah.
Spice still going. That lap is definitely not going to improve.
Yeah, I guess he's
Maybe
just
just racing back to the pit lane as quick as possible. Yeah.
Because
Maybe.
There's not much time left in the session.
Yeah,
I can't see the time right now because of the constant yellow flag from I think that's
Edwin.
Edwin was out of fuel.
It was
Thanks
only
for
a
the 2 Red Bull
few
drivers
minutes.
because Viral actually backed out of his lap that he was 3 and a bit temps up on, so he made a
He
mistake
ran
in
out
the
of
final
battery
sector. Came
before
in.
the end.
But
So he had
Jules
nothing down the
Valentine-
straight.
Lewis Valentine got a good lap in. He's up to P5 now. He got ahead of the 2 Williams and O-Wise as well in the Mercedes. So
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Players
Flavors
of
Jules
Jules Valentine also have plenty of time. They can go into the pits now and get back out easily. Still
He's
3
got
minutes
the pub
30.
in the middle sector. Apparently, like he's gained time in that middle sector as Flavors. Like he may have been 8 tenths down to sector 1, but he's only 6 tenths down now.
if we
Only-
see an improvement here, I'm
I
unsure.
mean, he's not going to find 6 tenths
Yeah,
on this straight. That'd be quite something,
He's
isn't it,
coming
Pit?
into the pit lane, but there is 2 tenths in
Oh.
that middle sector. That's what we've established.
Definitely no margin there for the pit.
Anyway, there's 3
We've
minutes
got
in the
Viral out on
sector.
track a lot earlier than anyone else. He's already coming into the last sector now. Well, not quite.
Two
The last sector
Williams
starts
out
quite
now.
late. But coming out the, well, already out the car section now. Everybody else only now leaving the pit lane. So Viral could be in a bit of trouble here with traffic, I would imagine. Mia has crashed.
On his out lap.
That is a crash on the outlap at turn 3.
Banked it to
He's
avoid
in
the
the middle
car.
of the track. In the mid, he could not be in a worse position than that. Very lucky that no one was on the hot lap there, and Mihai has ruined his qualifying with that. So at a absolute maximum, he's P6.
Fortunately, it's prime Mihai strikes again.
I wish there was red
Viral
flags in
now
qualifying,
starting the
so that
lap.
would be so funny.
And there are a few cars coming out the pit lane right now, so this could definitely be a problem for him. But breaking about 125 meters for the first corner on the entry curb on the right hand side, clips the apex curb and clips the wall on exit as well, and
got
that is
damage.
Viral's lap already down the drain.
He's got damage as well. I think that's Viral's qualifying down the drain.
Just the
Yeah.
rear right tire clipping, yep, that's the front right end plate gone. Clipping that tire wall sticking out at turn 1.
He's
And,
probably going to try
immediately-
to go again, even with damage. but
That's
mean, why
not the
not?
plan.
But
might as
tough,
well. Yeah,
no.
he's got nothing to lose. You'd imagine from how early he went, he would have fueled for a situation like
let's see.
it's
Our
not even
championship
funny.
leader.
Next time he's going straight, I
Viral.
can tell you. He's got... Oh, he's weaving. That says 2 point something, I think. 2.3. So yeah, he will make another lap.
Our championship leader, Viral, he showed at Austria how he can convert not an amazing qualifying into still a race win, so maybe he's going to have to do it again today. Lanky Brown is going to start his lap, and so is Bazooka Joe in the Haas as well.
So once again, Bazooka braking in 125 meters for the first corner. Now down towards turn 2, braking just as that wall on the right hand side closes in. Third gear all the way through. DIA is enabled now. Down the DIA straight. And down towards turn 3, a place where you can gain a lot of lap time. These 93 corners. Very technical. Very tricky. Braking at 100 meters. And missing the apex by a little bit. That's maybe a few thousands lost there, crucially. Stays mostly off that curb on the apex. Uses all the track on the exit. And down into the chicane. Braking at about 75 meters. Turn in really early. Hack the inside line. Just clip that apex curb in the second part he does. And now down towards the castle section, the most crucial part of the lap, I would say. This is where your lap is lost or won. And let's see how he does. It should be third gear. Very early on the turn-in. And he leaves a bit on the table, I would say, being a bit careful. Which isn't a horrible idea, even in qualifying. You can definitely lose more there than you can gain, even if you go a little bit careful. That is always the better choice than going full send and just ending up in a wall. Even more so, of course, later on in the race. Let's see, the middle sector for Bazooka is a 5/10 loss. So no improvement coming from the Haas driver. We'll move on to Lanky,
Lanky's
who's
3 tenths up. And that was Eweg crashing on the way out the pit lane there as well into the second corner. Didn't Marcelio? That's as well as flying it over.
He went out with with nowhere near enough time to set a lap, so...
Yeah, agreed.
Lanky's going to be the next car to the line. He's got plenty of battery left as he uses it all on this approach.
Should have got to top 4. Yeah, it goes
4.5 tenths improved to go into P4, close by Maxi.
Edwin on course, pole position.
You'd expect the cars around him to be improving, and quite possibly some of the cars behind. So it's P4 for now for Lanky. It won't necessarily stay that way.
Oh,
so Edwin down to the line, and he was up by enough in the middle sector to beat Flavors to pole. And over the line, that is just about not enough. Flavors also up on his previous best himself. Rival down to the line, 3.5 tenths gain on his previous best. Looking at that top 3. Right behind the Mercedes of Floyd. Viral goes 3rd fastest, Floyd goes 8th fastest.
Yeah, otherwise couldn't find the time, couldn't improve. His repeat of the Austria pole isn't happening.
And Maxi goes into 3rd place. Flavor slightly down the middle sector, but it won't matter, it seems. Jules Valentine stays in 6th place, even with the 2-10 improvement. Flavor's the last car still going. He already has pole position, and he pulls into the pit lane.
Has he had a pole yet this season, or was that his first one? Has? But I can't definitely remember.
It's on the results post, isn't it? I can have a look. Yeah, it's pole for Flavors then, with Edwin joining him on the front row. Yeah, Flavors' first pole of the season. He obviously won round 1 in Silverstone, and is still up there in the fight, especially with Viral qualifying down in P4, but as Felix said earlier, it's Baku, and the qualifying position doesn't matter all that much, especially not compared to some of the other circuits on the calendar.
I mean, you still want to have a good qualifying, especially, I think, for the sake of avoiding the lap 1 chaos being right in the front can definitely help in that. If you are, say, P6, P7, you could be right in the thick of it with the guys on the front row. Especially if they have a good getaway, having much better chance to stay out of all of that trouble.
Yeah.
Also, I can't believe I just said 6, 7 and thick of it in the same sentence, and I wasn't even trying to make like any sort of meme.
I didn't even hear the 6, 7, I just heard thick of it, to be honest.
It's a Lithuania 1-2, by the way, and that is a good sign for their Div 2 tomorrow even, because Edwin and Flavors are teammates, and if they can do qualifying performance like that tomorrow for Alpine, they'll be very happy. But they're rivals, not teammates. Will we see them getting a bit argy-bargy into turn 1? Bit of contact maybe as they try and fight for that track position. Who knows? Where's the inside line? Is it? No, it's
P2's
Edwin has the Edwin's on the inside. Can he get a good start and stick his nose up the inside?
And it's quite possible. You can, but obviously it is quite in the grand scheme of things. Turn 1's not that slow speed. There's not the heaviest braking zone into 1, and with the wall being there, you can't sort of bail out and cut the corner.
I was talking about Lanky being a bit of a Baku merchant, but let's not forget that Edwin won the last Div 2 race at Baku. In his Div 2 title-winning season, he won the Baku race. Now he's here in Div 3. It's almost tough to believe. If you'd have said when he won that season he'd be racing in a 3rd division, but you wouldn't even believe it because we didn't even have a 3rd division.
Look at P16. You're about to see something.
Formation lap gets underway, and every driver will
There
be looking to
is
settle in
Kuko at the back of the grid for his Div 3 debut. Does he know?
Yeah, Kuko's here to record the race for the stats. He was supposed to spectate. I guess he messed up
Yeah,
the button to press.
Yeah, I think he's.
So I hope he just puts
Juventus.
Yeah, but
He's basically watching Juventus, so he might not actually be here.
It'd be quite fun if he's not. I mean, if he's not, it will just go to
some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers.
And if he does get disqualified, it shouldn't do something. I didn't see what tyres people are on, to be honest. I assume most are just on the
There's actually a mix of medium and hard.
Oh yeah, there's the hard there.
Flavor said dry to wet question mark.
Maybe there's rain forecast at the end, I don't know.
Maybe.
knows what's
That would be
kicking
quite
about.
something. If we
Yeah,
have
I said
a...
it's all dry, but who knows?
Like
It can
F1
change from
maybe.
point to race because we do have approximate weather forecast since the perfect is completely glitched. So we'll have to wait and see.
Here you go though. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix 5 red lights. It's lights out. And away we go. Flavors does seem to have got a very good start there as he leads comfortably away in turn 1. Edwin holds 2nd place. Viral up to 3rd. Maxi on those hard tires
Maxi's
going a
gone
little bit
deep,
deep.
yeah.
Forwards down to P5 from that super qualifying that he had. Kuko does seem to be
it's
here.
contact between Aussie and
Contact at the
OI's.
back. They've all still kept it going in a straight line, but there will be damage for those cars lower down in the field. It's Edwin right on the back of Flavors. Despite Flavors getting a very nice launch off the line, he's still going to be under a little bit of pressure from Edwin, especially once the DRS gets enabled in a couple of laps' time. There goes Mihai, trying to go around the outside of Maxi, using those medium tyres, a bit of contact, but I think Mihai has got that move done. Is he, on the
Maxi could have gone
outside.
for it, but he did jump for the smart choice there.
That's crucial. There's already a 2-second gap now between Lanky and Mihai. There's a lot of hard runners actually. We've got Maxi, Bazooka, Owise, Harley, Marcelio, Adric, Davido, and Kuko, who's AI mostly driving at the back. Or it is Kuko himself, I think. He might wheel his way to the pit lane. I was worried we saw him
Davido's
get
gone off.
disqualified, but
Davido also has big damage. Kuko is struggling to actually stay behind him.
He's now
And
stopped.
now he's
Yeah, he's fully stopped now. It's the only way to stay behind Davido.
I was worried Kuko would just get disqualified on the grid and maybe cause a safety car or something, but
And
No,
Edwin-
he's
good stuff,
doing a
Kuko.
good job staying out of everyone's way to
yeah.
not cause any problem with him accidentally
Viral might
being
have
in
a
the
bit
car.
of a run here, you know. He's got
Yeah,
way more
Edwin
battery
seems to
than
be slow on
Edwin.
the straights.
Edwin's got no battery already. Here comes Viral. Not gonna
Generational
quite
battery
have
management
enough,
by Edwin,
but
yeah. It will keep
8%
the
after
position for
one
now.
lap.
But he's definitely in trouble down towards turn 3.
Yeah, because there's going to be DRS now as well, which will be maybe Flavors could be interesting. Oh, is that Lanky? I think just gone into the wall on the exit of turn 1. Seemed to be a Williams.
I was busy-
careering into that barrier. Here comes Edwin.
Oh, Owise tries it on Luca. There's no room there. I was attracted by the game saying it's either a 2-stop or a 3-stop.
Oh,
I don't know
Viral
what either you think.
looked for a move on Edwin down to turn 3, even though he's well behind in the braking. In the end, Edwin did brake late enough for Viral not to get alongside there, but that was almost a very, very aggressive move that Viral looked for there.
Yeah. And
Because
with
the
the
3
DRS
debut has
now-
come to an end.
With the DRS now, Flavors will be in trouble on the main straight, and Edwin should most likely move past unless Flavors can recover enough battery through this middle sector to hold him off. But with Edwin,
Lanky's sliding all over the place.
damage-wise, I've seen Pix, Marcelio, and Davido now with damage.
Mihai's
Not sure
closing
if
back
there's
up
anyone
to 1
else.
second, to be fair. Mihai's only 1.2 now to his teammate Lanky.
Yeah, Lanky was sliding about a lot behind Viral. I don't know what the tie was supposed to be like. Is it going to be a 1-stop or a 2-stop? Because the game just told me it's going to be a 2-stop.
You can one-stop.
It's definitely a one-stop tire
Yeah.
wear-wise normally, but
The rears,
I think
and
it's
with
quite
the
likely
safety
we get
cars,
some,
or-
yeah, some safety cars that
Ooh,
spice it up.
Marcelio
Oh,
got a
Marcelio
straight
with
through
a
second there from corner cutting. 'Cause he's
I
gone
guess he might
over
have
turn 15.
skipped turn 15. Yeah.
It's a straight 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's got damage. He's missing the right-hand end plate.
Edmund's falling back to Flavors, I think. Viro's going to get past him here. With a decent bit more battery as well. On the inside into turn 1, Viro does seemingly move up into second place. Fast lap of the race from Mihai there as it moves down that front train. A little bit deep for Viro into turn 1. Might invite Edmund back up the inside, but he would be smart to stay behind as he does. So now
Yeah,
Viro's
Edwin let
got
him go into
DRS,
turn 1.
so-
Edwin basically just lifted at like 200 meters and just let Viral pull ahead. Didn't want to go into any sort of battle like that, and then Viral turned it a bit early for turn 1 actually and tapped the inside barrier. That's why he went so wide. So hopefully for him he didn't get any damage from that.
No visible damage, but there may be a... Ooh, was that Mihai just hitting the wall at turn 3? I think it was. Although I'm not fully sure. Edmund
I mean, the
I've
answer to
watched
that
it.
question is always yes.
I've watched Lanky brush and slide into everyone on this track, so could be him as well. He's sliding out all over the place again on exit there. His Austria's had a really good start, actually, I'll just point out. He is already up to P7.
Yeah, he
Started
was
right
back
at the
with
back.
those that
Quite
crashed.
interesting to me as well, the entire top 5 on the mediums, and then after that it's mostly hard, so we've only got Aussie, Jules Valentine, and Pix outside the top 5 on the mediums.
Yeah,
Everybody
Aussie up
else starting on
7
halves.
places. 7 places for Aussie, 4 places for Pix. Maxi is down 3. Rick and Davido both down 3 as well. Jules Valentine down 4. Down to P10. He was involved in that turn 2 chaos, I think, with O-Wise, and maybe Marcelo was involved as well.
Viral, very close behind Flavors on this occasion at 3/10 as they come round the last proper corner. And very well may see a change of lead in the next couple of corners with the two DRS straights for Viral to choose from. Obviously,
Oh, Marcelo and Harley going to go side by side into this. Oh, Marcelo
They
pulls
both
ahead.
have damage, and that's not even that easy of a flat out corner anymore.
there goes Viral.
And Viral goes for the move on Flavors into turn 1.
Flavors will get the DRS for the slightly shorter but still DRS straight into turn 3.
Harley pits for his damage.
Although Flavors now at half a second behind, he shouldn't be close enough to go for this move, having got quite a poor exit compared to Viral. And now we'll see if the Red Bull, who finally hits the front after starting in P4, what he can do in the lead of this train, whether he can pull away. I doubt it, but could definitely be possible. With a 9/10
Green
gap.
You
change
say
for
I doubt
Harley.
it, but that gap is already opened
Yeah.
up by 9/10.
Yeah, it's very much on actually for Viral. Flavors is going to have to use a little bit of battery in this middle sector, which isn't ideal, but it's best than losing the DRS of the car in front. Lanky.
Mihai getting very close to like a Lanky, but Lanky's a lot better ERS than Mihai though. Mihai just at 55%, Lanky's at 90, so Lanky should use some battery to stay ahead of his teammate.
It depends.
Oh, they're going to get very
wide.
though.
Gonna
Yeah,
go
they go
side by
side
side.
by
to 15. Has Lanky going to let through? Mihai clatters the wall, trying to race his teammate. The two Williams have most likely cost each other DRS as Mihai moves up into P4, and indeed they have
No
cost each
teamwork
other
there.
the DRS. They've lost about a second from all of that, and now Lanky's
Lanky
going to
should
get
get
back
that pass because, yeah, look at the ERS difference. Mihai just 17%, Lanky 71. I know Mihai can't see the DRS of Lanky, but that has not worked out trying to force that overtake. It's not worked out from at all.
And now they've
Passing your teammate at turn 15 of Baku sure is one of the moves of all time. I mean, it's an amazing move, but it's also silly because, yeah, he's cost them, both of them DRS to top 3. And
how
he hasn't
Maxi
even got the
right
position
there.
in the end because there's a DRS one coming up of about 2 kilometers.
Maxi
So this
on the
was just
hard,
a bit
right behind him.
unnecessary from Mihai, really.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder when Maxi's tyres is going to have the better tyres on the hard compared to the medium.
Won't
He
be
might,
too long.
yeah, in a few laps' time. The
I
Vito
could
into the
imagine them
pits
already
now.
being better because it seems like a track where the mediums, especially the rears, would get destroyed fairly quickly. I haven't had the chance to
mediums
run
are
any tests for that
pretty
myself
bad.
yet.
I think
but
we
from
missed
memory from
Bazooka.
last game, and last game the tires were way less of an issue, so it should be way worse now.
Oh,
There was definitely a problem with the rear tires around here, and the hards would very quickly become fast in the mediums.
yeah, Ossie's
Yeah.
struggling. Bazooka passed him last lap. We must have missed it in the Williams chaos. But Bazooka on the hards ahead of us during the mediums, and Owens is all over. Well, he was all over. The Sauber. It's on the medium tyre. Ossie Dre's miles off the track now on the exit. Yellow's
And
for
we've got Davido at the exit of the pit lane,
Yeah,
What?
he's just come out of the pits on brand
and
new
he's gone
tyres.
deep into turn 1, or turn 2, sorry.
And he is very stuck. Be lucky if we don't get a safety car for this.
Don't pull him, Marcelio. Don't just crash into that tire wall on the right hand side.
He does get back.
He
No,
has gonna have the,
he's made it work. He's out the pit exit.
Mihai with the DRS on lane keep. He's got absolutely no battery, down to 3% now. He's now out of
He's at
battery.
literally
Lanky
zero.
should pull away. Just
I
like
just found that he's
that.
crashed, and at the full course
Oh, it's
safety
right
he's
in
had
the middle.
a massive accident.
Oh.
In that fast left right chicane, he's parked up on the left hand side in the
leaders are
wall.
just
Both front
going
tires.
past the safety car. The leaders are very lucky here because if they were a tiny bit further back, they would have missed the pit lane and caught the safety car. A lot of drivers are into the pits.
It's telling me Edward's in the pits, and I see him driving on track. What the hell's happening?
Edward's now driving back to the pits. I've seen this bug before, don't worry.
He's teleported, driving backwards through the pit lane. There's the two Saubers are double stacking, and Max has been held, or he's changed his wing, or Austria just, what is going on here?
Max
Just watch Austria just mow down his pit crew.
Mihai's gone on to more mediums. Maxi's gone onto his first set of mediums because he started on the hards.
Yeah, so has OY. He's gone to onto his
Yeah.
first set of mediums.
Some people have
just
gone
watched
onto a new
Austria.
set of hards, which is a better overall. I don't know why Action Rick hasn't changed his front wing considering he's pretty much last.
He might have lost the place
Yeah.
to Harley, but I think that would have been worth it. Harley also in the pit lane now for a second hard, so his second stop already, and he's back on the hard compound.
Yeah. You'd expect the front two will go to a set of the hards that could
Davido should probably stay out this lap to ensure he doesn't get lapped. So I would go one
Yeah.
more lap longer if I was him, and then pit next lap, because otherwise he could come out.
It'll be okay, right? Because Viron Flavors a pit as well, so he should be.
They
okay.
should. Imagine they don't.
What I recall
You'd be
of
kicking
Baku,
yourself.
there basically isn't tire wear on the hards at this track.
I think that the hard runners can go to the end from here if they want to.
Assuming there's no more safety cars. It's a really weird track because obviously the medium is the C5, so that's why it's so bad. That is one of the reasons. The soft
What, it's the soft, the C6?
soft
Wow.
is C6, so it's completely unusable in the race.
Yeah.
So there's no point saving any or anything. And,
Yeah, this is the softest tire range available,
Yeah, it's 4 to 6, which
and you
means-
can tell.
Yeah, they die so quickly. Like, the smallest slide and the tires just die. Yeah, there's the two leaders.
Yeah, Viron
do-
and Flavors both pit in the lead.
Yeah, and they'll still be leading, assuming neither speeds, which neither does.
Yeah, I don't know
They
what I
should
was
come out
watching
ahead of
there.
Edwin, but
And
who
considering
knows?
that Edwin's been lapping at Delta pace the entire lap.
yeah, but
It's quite impressive.
we can play around the delta, but especially now if he say goes into the delta. Yeah, he's now burning overtake. He's gonna abuse that delta a bit, try and come out ahead, and then slam on the brakes. But I think he's too far behind for that.
it's a long way too
So he's
far.
gonna have to just slam on the brakes now, and yeah.
No, they're on the lap of catching the safety car now, so the Delta might have gone.
Yeah. Yeah, what I would have done in that situation, I think
Yeah.
what everyone tried to do as well is like burn his EAS, go like 5 seconds minus in the delta, and just
And
squeeze ahead of
the
him,
thing with the
and then
glitch
slam
with
on the
that
brakes
is
in front of them.
Sometimes the game will just stop the timer. It just stops the timer prematurely and gives you.
Yeah, it's a risky move, but I think it might have been worth it.
Yeah.
But Edwin, I think, was too far behind for that, so
Yeah.
Viral and Flavors keep their 1-2 positioning. And Davido did stay out another lap, and now he can safely pit and not worry about coming out behind the train.
He's still got
Yeah,
to
he
catch
just
it
did
then, though.
pit
He's
those.
going to have a tall order to catch the train after that.
And Davido
I know it should do another lap.
he only just pitted. And he is on brand new tyres. Don't know if he'll
But you'd
want
want the
to pit
hards
again.
of the medium.
Yeah, but I don't know if he'll want to pit again because he's only just pitted and there'll be another safety car in 5 laps.
True. But yeah, some weird stuff
I
happening.
would never really do that. I would never plan for a safety car.
But when you're this far behind, you might as well catch the train and see from there.
Yeah, somebody's stuck on the pit lane. I watched OY's just mow down half of his pit crew. He never actually changed his tyres on my screen. He just waited there for a bit and then drove through his pit crew. But he's got new hards on now, so...
I had 0 glitches in the pits, nothing.
Then turned around, went into his pit crew backwards, and then teleported. So
it's all normal for me.
Not the weirdest thing that happened.
Bedouin went down the main straight, teleported to the pit lane, drove backwards up the pit lane, as Bossy Dre is sliding his tyres about there.
It's like the
It must be pretty cool.
clip of Lewis Hamilton in the trailer where he goes into the pit lane and then turns around and goes out the other way.
Yeah, when they're announcing the reverse tracks. Yeah.
Recreated that. Davido's still half a lap behind, by the way. He's only just going into the castle
Yeah,
section.
I think if he pits again, he's not even going to catch the train. So
That
I
would be a great thought, actually.
Patch anyway.
Reckon they'll add new reverse tracks in the F126 DLC, and if they do, thoughts on reverse Baku?
I want reverse Vegas.
I would love to see it. I would love to see reverse
Imagine this 2-kilometer run down towards the last corner as turn 1.
And there's no run off.
And then turn 15 as turn 2, you'd kill someone. Every lap.
Imagine reverse castle as well, it'd be crazy.
I want reverse Spa and reverse Vegas. Imagine going into
They picked some horrible tracks. I think Vegas might be better in reverse, actually.
No, imagine going into that first chicane from however fast you'll be.
That's a great point. That first chicane would be a nightmare.
It would be amazing.
That would be everyone would just die. I'm pretty sure.
No ABS nightmare.
To be fair, it can't be much worse than Zandvoort and Silverstone turn 1 right now. Reverse. Even Austria turn 1 reverse is not great.
Yeah, they're all pretty bad. I like Austria.
They picked some like absolute honkers for the reverse tracks. I can't lie.
All 3 of the reverse tracks are so bad for racing. You just like, there's no way to overtake on any of them.
Silverstone is quite good. I reckon Silverstone reverse is better than normal Silverstone.
I like Silverstone reverse, except from the tyre wear is awful. I cannot do a one-stop race.
It's the same as normal Silverstone.
Tyre wear's awful either way.
It's not.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same track. It's the other way around.
In a normal way around, I can do the tyre wear, but in reverse, by the time they're shot, they're finished. No chance.
I really like they went to the effort of adding a different DRS
zone moving the DRS was a nice
reverse.
Yeah.
And really, that makes the racing so much. That DRS into the left field is so good.
Imagine you're going into the loop with DRS. That would be horrible.
Yeah, Davide needs to get his foot down, but I think he should catch.
He's got one more lap, I think. Yeah,
I
safety
think
car's not going to come in.
It should be in at least.
Now he's got one
Oh
more
no,
lap.
because he had that first lap, fellow were on the safety car, but it was actually everyone just catching the safety car. So
yeah, it counts the lap that the safety car goes round, not the laps the cars go round while the safety car's out.
Yeah.
So it'll be one more then. So
Another snooze fest.
Another lap of
I would like to send Brazil as a reverse track as well.
Yeah.
That run to turn 1 would be really fun.
Spa.
Spa for reverse.
What other ones?
Eau Rouge, yeah.
I mean, the obvious fun one, like the older street tracks, could be quite kind of funny. Like Monaco, for example, I think would be.
I thought reverse Monaco would be like
I'm thinking one that could be an actually good racing track, maybe Bahrain.
Yeah. Oh, Aussie's just gone off at turn 1.
Aussie
is last.
You massive knob.
That is.
Aussie is last, and he's just gone straight on at turn 1 on a safety car.
We have one thing about reverse tracks, and this guy's just gone off on a safety car.
How do you even do that?
What I reckon's happened is something I've nearly done is when you're on AI on the safety car, you come off AI in the braking zone, you're not ready for it, and you just go straight on in the braking zone. I don't think I've really ever done it properly, but exactly. But mistakes happen, and it's going to cost Aussie Dre here. He was in a good position. What was he? P8, I think, ahead of OY's.
No, I think he was maybe even P7. And then he just.
No, I think Bazooka had overtaken him just before the safety car came out.
Yeah.
He might have been P7. I'm not sure. No, he was around that area.
I just like forgot
Davido's now caught a train, so the safety car will definitely come in this lap. And we can go racing again. And this long safety car has definitely helped the guys on the hards who are looking to go to the end. So everyone, apart from Mihai, Maxi, Floyd and Davido.
Yeah.
Davido is spun.
You're kidding, right?
It'll catch back up. It'll catch back up.
Like a half spin, but he did spin.
Yeah, he's even doing the restart with about 50% battery.
Yeah, he's not even turned his battery off.
He just used overtake as well for like no reason whatsoever. The stage car has been called in, so now Viral gets to control the pace.
Yep.
And
David
will have probably quite a late restart, you would think. I mean, the earlier he goes, the more the
yeah.
slipstream he gives to Flavors, and he was gonna surely wait for as long as he can. Try and catch him off guard somewhat as well, of course.
Staying quite fast. He's going quite fast, staying quite close to the safety car.
Yeah, so he has to go quite late now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he will run the safety car, which is now in the pit lane, so he could now decide to go if he wants to. And he has gone.
Has he?
No,
Oh, he hasn't.
Failed.
Oh, that's questionable.
Now he goes. It wasn't too...
He went and then went back off the accelerator. If that had caused an accident, then that would have certainly been his fault.
Yeah. Oh,
And there's
two
a
Williams
move
going
for
side by
two
side.
Williams.
Both,
Oh.
I think just went to the back of Edwin as here comes Lanky on his inside into turn 3. He is going into turn 2. He is going to back out of that one as
The
Mihai
two
and
Williams.
Maxi looking to go side by side as well. Maxi looking racy here on those medium tyres. We want to make the best use of them that he can. I don't think he's going to be close enough to go for a move on Mihai there. Freud's looking to possibly think about the move on Bazooka, but he's obviously way too far back to make that one work. And I think we've gone through a safety car restart at Baku with absolutely nothing happening.
Well, the two Williams,
It
they've
still
been
felt like a lot
scrapping
happened and
all
still nothing
race.
happened. No one made any overtakes,
Yeah.
but Mihai went for an absolute send on the outside of Lanky into turn 1.
But he's got the mediums better to hards. He will want to get past his teammate as soon as possible. I guess he would have been hoping that Lanky would just wave him through, but Lanky was not interested in letting that happen. Might have the slower tyre, but it will become the better tyre in a few laps' time, and he wants to keep that track position, stay in the DRS, not want a repeat of what happened in the first stint when they battled so much that they dropped out the DRS ahead. They've been given another life with the safety car, they don't need to waste it. Especially when Mihai needs to make another stop in this race, and we know that. He's a 2-7 medium so far.
Do you guys also see the yellow flag in the top left too?
Yep, that you remember, it's like the
Yes.
old safety car bug from last game. The yellow flag doesn't go away until it's a yellow flag. Last game it would still show safety car when you're racing, now it just shows the yellow flag. So it's not quite as bad as the old safety car.
Flavors, maybe with a run on Viral here. Move for the lead could be on.
He's got the
It's
run.
gonna,
That is
yeah.
Burning. There he
Yeah,
goes.
just pure slipstream. Now he's burning a little bit and he gets ahead into turn 1.
The Viral will have the DRS for the crucial run into turn 3. Flavor slightly compromising his line to make that move work. Invite Viral back up on the inside. He's going to back out though, but he is very close behind Flavors as they head on that run into turn number 3 now. He's got the DRS. Is he going to go for it? I think he's going to be a little bit too far back for the time being. He's going to wait behind, happy to take that P2, and you'd imagine he'll go past Flavors on the next lap.
Eweg overtook Owise as well for P8. I think Owise the what happened on those medium tyres, and they're not going to get to the end, so they're going to need a bit of luck, those medium tyre runners, Mihai, Maxi and Owise. There's Edwin, who's that Viral using all of the track, rushing up on the outside wall there.
A move into the castle maybe as Pix has a look on Bazooka, but no, he backs out of that one. Smart
Nice.
not to go for that.
It's generally not advisable to go for a move in this section of racetrack. You can. It is
I mean,
wide
it's
enough for two
the
cars.
corner before the castle. It's so the problem is you tend to end up side by side, and then you have to hope
Yeah.
that,
You have to go to
that
the
the other
castle.
guy chickens out.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're the one going for, you're not gonna just back out. That'd be silly.
Yeah.
But
Also,
if you
if it
don't
is-
back out and you go into that corner, you are crashing. There's no way about it. If you
There
try
is
and go into
space
the
for two
actual castle
cars.
side by side, you're not coming out alive.
It's possible.
I mean, this will get my reference when I say Sully's overtaken to the corner before the castle. That is what not to do.
So Sully copied the guy from 5 years ago from that actually, in another league where we had a second tier. And that is probably one of the most legendary league racing clips I've ever had in my life, where I commentated as well and someone went for a move from like, I think 5 tenths back into there, and just face plant into a wall. It was great.
Final
Flavor's
lap or
gone
just middle of the
very good
race?
into Turn 1. He's compromised his line
No,
for
just
2.
randomly for like no reason, middle of the race, like lap 10 or something. I don't know.
There goes Viral.
Oh.
No
Otherwise-
urgency for like P10.
Oh. Yeah, Viral retakes the lead.
Yeah, Flavors went
Ah,
very deep
the
into Turn
S-Pass, who
1,
cares?
then defended into 2, which compromised his line, and Viral just went breezing
Oh,
past.
Bazooka's
Bazooka's
gone
gone
deep.
very deep.
Yeah. I was watching him down the main straight. Bazooka, Eweg and Owise having a great battle down the main straight, and Bazooka's managed to keep ahead still, but he is losing
Yeah,
that
that's-
train ahead.
That is good news for Mihai and Maxi. The second train behind can't keep the pace in the lead train. And as Mihai goes for a move on Lanky into that corner he talked about just now, and Lanky has backed out. And yeah, that train currently keeping a bit further ahead of the second one. That will help the guys in the two-stoppers, that they can at least still then battle with that second train at the end, but I don't think there's much of a chance of catching back up to the leaders once they make that pit stop. Of course, there is the possibility of another safety car.
Look at the battery difference again, though. Mihai 13%, Lanky 84%. Mihai might be faster, you know, through the corners, and he might have the better tyres at the minute, but he's just got absolutely no battery.
And that will now cost him, because he has so little battery, he will lose down the straight, and that will mean that Edwin will be out of DRS range to him, and Viral might be out of DRS range to Flavors as well. I think Viral has broken DRS.
Yeah.
Mihai 6%.
Yep, both Viral and Edwin have broken DRS in the car behind.
Flavors has used everything to try to get back in DRS. Flavors has given it everything. He's down to just 3%, and Viral as well at 10%. They know how crucial this DRS is going to be for the rest of the race. And Viral's got the exit. I think he's just going to pull ahead. No, maybe Flavors just
Bazooka's in the wall. Bazooka and Pix in the battle of the first corner, and Bazooka on the outside line goes into that outside barrier, and I think he has picked up damage. And Davido is now crashed in the same place Jules Valentine crashed, and that's another full course safety car.
Big for the medium runners.
And it looks like the exact same crash for Jules Valentine, at least it's in the same place. We can't see it, unfortunately.
Poor Viral. He pulls a second, and then the next thing you know, safety car's out.
So, what I'm curious about is whether these medium runners, what tyre allocation they went for, and do they have a hard tyre they can go onto?
Well, if you have a look at the race director, Bazooka
has
used two hards at this point.
Will have it,
Harley has used two hards, Marcelio's used two hards.
The Williams have just crashed on a safety car.
Oh, fuck off.
Mihai's just gone into the back of Lanky under
you
safety
big knobs.
car.
What are these two doing? I mean, Mihai's gone medium, so he will have a hard. Maxi, he's gone hard medium, so I'm not sure what he's
the guys have gone two hards now, so yeah, Bazooka, Harley, Marcelio, and Action Rig are pretty much screwed. Because they have to go to the medium. They literally do not have a hard tie, even if they... yeah, they could use the hard they used earlier. I'm not sure if they only did like one or two laps, it might not be...
soft and then go back onto the hard or something, that would be...
Well, they could just stay on the hard they're on and just take up position. How many people are going to pit here?
Yeah, but they still can't go to the end if they stay on the tyre they're on. Because they've used two.
Some of them did hard, medium, hard. Harley, for example, I think. Yeah, Harley did hard, medium, hard. That's it, the other ones went hard, hard.
Yeah.
So Harley could indeed stay on this one or go back to the hard from the start of the race, which he only used for like 2 laps maybe.
The two Williams avoid a penalty, which is...
are gonna box, and it looks like Viral is gonna box. Flavors
stays out.
Edwin is boxing, Lanky is in, Mihai in, Maxi in,
Flavors might be the only one
Ewek in, Bazooka in, Floyd in, Aussie in, Harley out, Marcelio in, and Action Rig, the last one, is also gonna be
Harley can go to the end because he's done hard
into the pit lane.
Viral's onto a new set of tyres. Max go back. They're all going back onto another set of the hards. I bet Flavors chose balance allocation so he doesn't have another hard. Everyone else does have another
new
hard.
Wing for Aussie Dre. New wing for Aussie.
Back down to that.
We've got Marcelio and Action Rig on the mediums, everybody else pit onto the hards. Bazooka had to go into use hards, which are 5 laps old. How old were the ones he was just on?
7 or 8, so... Yeah,
wait, that's...
dropped a little
Bazooka's
bit.
now gone hard.
Oh dear.
Brother, what are you doing?
He's
Stunning strategy from Haas.
Again.
This is a disaster. They've got one car in 10th who's gone hard. Kind of leads the race. He's on the oldest and worst tyres of the entire grid, except from the kind of directly behind him, Harley. It is a disaster out here. I feel like they're McLaren at Qatar.
I mean, they've done flavors like they've done Ocon in Qatar, just left them out for no reason. And Bazooka, I don't even know, there's no comparison for this hard. What is that strat? You have to go to mid. Do you know the regulations, my friend? You have to use a different tyre, you can't just use the hard all race.
I think Flavors just did the opposite of Viral, which sort of makes sense later on in the race, but with this long left to go and every single person on the track except for Harley hitting for new tyres,
obviously you can't
the opposite was the call, you just had to follow him in.
I mean, if Flavors and Harley didn't have fresh hards left, I can see the call.
Yeah.
at least get the track position now so you have something.
And I reckon
But they are still
True.
firmly in the mud, and maybe they would have even gone for mediums and been better off, I think.
for 12
But we'll see
laps,
how this plays out for
I
them
don't
now.
know. Because of those 7 laps on those hards, about 3 of them would be under safety car.
That's a good point. So the wear wouldn't actually be that bad.
So it's like a 4-lap tyre offset that these guys have.
I mean,
Also
Flavors
looking
would be behind Viral, so it'd be P3 anyway.
Yeah.
Harley jumped from what 10th now to P2, so that actually might be worth it now.
Yeah. And if Flavors didn't have another hard, it's probably worth it for him to stay down. Because those mediums, as we saw in the first stint, do go off rather quickly, especially if you're sliding around on them. Because they are the C5, which is the soft tire at most tracks.
Not even.
Oh yeah.
On most tracks, soft maybe the C4.
Yeah, and they're very sensitive. You don't get much tyre wear at Baku, but if you slide on them, that's when they pick up.
We've seen the 2 Williams battling all race, but that might be the end of that because Mihai in the double stack lost out to Maxi and Eweg. So Mihai's
Honestly,
got
that might
some
be the
work
best
to
thing
do.
that's happened to the races.
I think it will. I think Lanky will be very happy with that.
Especially
His
Lanky,
teammate.
but I think Mihai as well did not do himself any favors with the way he was attacking Lanky.
I think Mihai's got to keep the ERS management in mind for this final stint because just kept going down to those single figures and it really limits the way you can go about racing when you just have no battery to use whatsoever. So he'll want to gain those places as quick as possible, but he just needs to be smart, needs to keep that energy in mind.
So pretty much everyone's 2-stopped at this stage, except obviously Flavors. And then Bazooka still needs to pit again, so at the very minimum, he's doing a 3-stop. Because he has to go back onto... he has to go onto his first set of mediums at some point. He can't just use the hards. Safety car's in this lap.
I mean, he can, he just won't finish the race. He's qualified.
He can't legally only use hards. Actually, that's a thought. Like, if you crash and get classified anyway... Can you only use one tyre?
Say if there's 10 cars left and you're gonna be disqualified for not using, well, you could just pit.
Well, yes.
But
yes.
if you decide
yeah,
you really can't be
true.
asked to pitch, yeah.
That's
seems
true,
to
but
straight lines turn 1 on the final.
if you
Wheels
go on to
fly
go
everywhere.
on,
Car's
been
you get
called in.
disqualified. Right, yeah.
And Flavors is gonna be conducting the restart now, and he's gone. And that's a great reaction from Harley, who is fairly close in behind, and the same goes for Rival, who's even closer to him. Edwin with the run as well, could be a big battle down towards turn 3 maybe. Harley's in a bit deep, and that might invite Rival into turn 2. Harley defending the middle of the track, Harley on the outside line, Rival late on the brakes, and gets thrown into turn 2, and there's a bit of contact. I think Harley's got in the wall.
I don't think
gets
he quite
overtaken
did, but
by
there's now
Edwin,
side by side with Edwin
by
and
Lanky.
Viral. Because of that battle that Viral had to go with Harley, and now Edwin on the inside moves up into second place.
Whoa! Goes
Harley!
into the side pot of Viral.
Viral
Breaks
avoids
way
damage.
later than them. I'm not sure if Harley missed his breaking point completely, at least I think that's
Yeah,
what he
he
did.
did.
someone
He was
that's
Picks him out.
battling.
Pick's facing the wrong way.
Harley and Lanky were battling
Picks and
into
always
turn 3.
off in the runoff, so those two having a bit of a tussle, it looks like.
2 podium sitters of Britain. They've had a
And now Mihai
horrible
looking for a
form
move on
since.
Harley. And gets ahead of him under braking. Harley
And look
already
where the
up to
2
P7.
Williams. Look where the 2 Williams are now.
Oh my
Fifth
god.
and sixth.
Yeah, Lanky and Maxi having a great battle for the first 2 corners. Harley got involved. Lanky and Harley went sometimes to turn 3. Harley missed the breaking point, slammed into the side of, was it Viral or Edwin? I think it was Viral. It allowed Maxi to go through on Lanky as well, as Lanky just sort of stood there bewildered at what had just happened. Whoa, as Maxi smashes into the wall there. This hit without damage, I think he does, but he's lost DRS, and Lanky can try and get back immediately here.
There they go, the top 3 all within 7/10 or so of one another.
Yeah, Harley has bought Flair some time here. But I think
None of
now
them have
he's
much
definitely in
battery.
big trouble, as Edwin and Viral have a big pace advantage from behind. There's
Here
no
comes Viral.
DRS just yet, and
Viral's
Viral's got
burning
no
a lot.
ERS either.
Yeah, and the top 2 are on 20%. Viral's on pretty much nothing, but they have
Here
dropped
comes
They
Maxi
also
out
Maxi,
of
yeah.
got
second.
the straight around 20. I think Viral just burned for like no reason.
Yeah, I might have been trying to get Maxi after 1 second, which they have done successfully now.
Marcello up to P8. He overtakes Bazooka into turn 1 on the medium tyre. He's going well here, the Ferrari driver. As Austria looks to get involved as well on Bazooka. Bazooka with obviously the oldest hards on the grid, and he's completely losing the rear end of the traction there as he clips the wall. Just completely runs up in the straights. Yellow is
Viral is out!
He's hit
The
the
making
inside
for the
wall
race, he's
again.
crashed at turn 3. It's another safety car.
the championship leader.
And the front left is missing. That tells the story that he's clipped the inside barrier. Always has also just missed the corner on the safety car completely for no reason. So yeah, the front left being shaved off. I think he just turned in too early is my best guess.
And it's
Because that
clean
wouldn't
off.
really
The
happen
wings- the wings
in a
intact.
collision with another car.
Yeah, it
Our
was with the
championship
wall, it was
leader.
on its own.
Div 3 throws up all sorts of surprises. Every championship leader seems to then throw it away at the next race.
And that's the third safety car now. Once again, I think opens up strategy options, especially for the guys who didn't pit last time. Flavors, Harley, Bazooka as well. He has to come in as well. And everybody else maybe who picked up some damage on this restart.
The thing is,
We'll
with
see.
the-
If they go for a lot of mediums, maybe 9 laps to go. I think a medium is a good call.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, they don't have hards. That's the whole point of why they didn't pit last time.
is
But I
it
think
worth
those who
it
pitted
for
hards
Flavors?
last time will just stay out.
Like, the thing with
I think,
Flavors
apart from
here,
flavors, yeah.
is it worth
Yeah, I think
it?
with Flavors, Harley, and Bazooka in, everybody else staying out. That's my guess.
Yeah, but I feel like Flavors might as well have just pitched under the previous safety car because he's going to lose track. He's going to lose the track position now for the benefit
Well,
of like
Marcello
1 lap fresher tyres.
and Rick could pit as well off the medium until you get a new set or another set of mediums. I don't know if OS is damaged at the back or maybe picks. Obviously, they had those incidents. There might be damage on the front wings.
Flavors stays out.
Flavors is
Even-
committed to his strategy. Harley's coming in. Marcelio's staying out. And Action Rick is also staying out. Bazooka is in the
Bazooka's
pit.
in. Yeah, for
So we've got Harley and Bazooka are coming into the pit lane for fresh tires and dropping to the back of the field.
Bazooka, please go hard. We need a hard strategy. Come on.
If he goes on hards again, I might actually just lose my mind.
It's medium.
Oh my god, he's found a medium. Somewhere in the garage, Haas had a medium left.
Oh, it's Lanky. It's the back of back to the safety car now. Those two Williams just seem to be colliding with everyone that they can.
We need to liquidate Williams. They can't drive. Why are they here?
I was just thinking, Felix, remember when me and you commentated the Div 2 Baku race in season 13 and we hit the safety car limiter? We had all 5 that they can give out, and then they're just like, the rest of the race was given like DNFing, but we already ran out of safety cars, so they couldn't give anything.
I mean, we are close to that, but I think we've run out of laps before we run out of safety cars. Fortunately.
That's what Div 2 classic that was. It was a 26 lap race. I think we had about 6 laps of racing and 20 laps of safety car.
Yeah, I think we ran out of topics completely to talk about. At least when the safety cars are a bit more spread out, you know, the strategy options change every time, so you can talk about new strategy options. But when you have 2 safety cars back to back, nothing really happens that you can talk about. So you have to still kind of find something to waffle. At
What
least
about
this
rear
safety car
F1?
should be a fairly quick one. I reckon end of next lap we'll be in. Harley and Bazooka should catch up quickly.
Who's winning the title then? Abu Dhabi, Lando, Max, or Piastri?
Max.
I'm going Lando.
Lando should. He's still the favourite. He's still like 13 points clear. Is it still, what, 12 points clear?
It's 12. 12
Yeah, still
coming
12
in.
points.
All logic and sense would tell you it's going to be Lando,
Yeah,
but
heart says Max. And just kind of...
not even hard. No, my heart doesn't really care. Actually, I just like that we have a three-way title fight.
Fair.
The fact that everything I've seen from the last like 10 races just tells me the man is inevitable, and no matter
Yeah,
what
that's how
happens,
I
he will
feel.
always
It's
win a
just like,
champion.
it's just meant to
Like,
happen.
I think at some point around 2023, 2023, probably when he won the 38th race in a row, I think I gave up and I've decided I will never see another champion ever again in my life. So until I'm proven mathematically wrong that someone else will actually win a championship, as Action Rick is pitting onto 8 level hearts, that is one of the best strategies I've ever seen in my life. I've decided I will never see another champion other than Max Verstappen until the day he retires.
I love that quote. You just said, my heart doesn't really care, actually.
I genuinely
Put it on
I
a
don't know,
poster.
I'm not moved.
Put it on a wall.
I'm just
That
not
is
that
a-
moved. I'm
that is a
glad we
quote.
have an exciting title fight, but I don't really care about any of the three winning.
That is a quote.
Because-
If I was going to say that, Viral, how did your DNF go? Oh, my heart doesn't really care, actually.
So I kinda dislike Verstappen because he drives like a terrorist, and I just don't really care for Norris or Piastri. At least not really. So, but I think the funniest possible outcome right now would be Piastri winning, so that might actually be, I think, my
Although
my favorite
Max
outcome.
winning would be a very funny outcome because it would be one of the
Yeah,
worst
I think
fumbles of all
either
time.
Max or Piastri winning is fairly funny, and
Yeah.
that's the main reason I watch F1
Like-
for the comedic effect now.
Yeah, like Max winning would
Which,
be hilarious of how
We got a lot
the
of
hell
this season.
McLaren
It's been a
bottled
very
that.
funny season.
Like if Max wins, it's
F1's
how the hell has McLaren bottled this. If Piastri wins, it's like it's just funny because everything that's happened all season.
There's no
using his
reality
humour
in
with-
which Norris should not win the championship, so any scenario in which he doesn't win the championship is very funny.
Yeah, I could see the two McLarens crashing in the race. Like also,
God.
yeah.
It
I mean,
could,
it would
you know what,
mean
it
that
could.
the title fight is immediately over and we can all go to sleep.
No, it depends where.
But it would also
and
be a
how.
very funny moment. It would
It
just
could
ruin
be
the
like
rest
a
of the
race
evening.
2012.
What last lap? Yeah. Abu Dhabi 2021, they call a safety car, about to go.
And then
They're-
two
they're
McLarens
just
crash-
1-2, and
then
like
the
for
two
no
McLarens
reason they just
crash
start
in the
fighting.
restart when they're running 1-2 because Piastri just sends it because he's got nothing to lose.
I think
my
Russell
God, is
going
that-
bowling with all three of them at turn would be even funnier.
That would.
That Lewis
Like-
Hamilton in the wall, sector 3. It's a safety car with 3 laps to go. Hamilton, safety car 4.
As a George fan.
Well, we still have a Division 3 race to commentate, just saying, and we have
No, we
gotten a
don't.
safety car restart. Flavors for the second time in, 4 laps now, with a safety car restart. He's got Edwin right behind this time.
It's not 7
Viral,
laps to
nowhere to
go.
be seen. He parked his car up in a wall at some point. And Flavors has gone. And a great reaction from Edwin. He is all over the back. All Flavors out towards turn 1. Mihai passing Lanky before the line. Has to get back through already. And Flamers has held on to P1 for the first corner. Mihai with the send. And they have 3 wide to turn 1. Lanky making
thank you,
contact
Maxi.
there. And how's Marcelio up in the 5th? Where the hell does he come from?
He's got that.
Oh, and
visual
he
though,
smashes
so-
Maxi in the back for good effect. Lanky wants his first Div 3 podium. As Marcelio wants a good finish, he's still got that 3-second penalty. Here comes Mihai up the inside.
Yeah, he's still up in the 5th.
and
Marcelio with a bit
tagged
of a
from
slide.
behind, and there's a big crash behind. Eweg and Ossie, I think Eweg hit the back of Marcelio, Ossie hit the back of Eweg. Could leave the
Also,
door
I
open
think
for
picked
now,
up damage from
otherwise.
that as well.
Yeah.
Now under pressure from the Mercedes behind. And missing the front right end plate.
Flavor's gone deep. The corner for Castle.
It was really
Edwin
under pressure
all
from Edwin
over him
standing
here.
ready.
Lanky
Edwin
right
was
behind
all
him
over
as well.
Yeah, Edwin had the run on Flavors just without the DRS, so there wasn't too much he could do. But his tyres are so much fresher that he should be able to get past. And at some point, as long as he can manage the battery well enough, it does mean he has slightly higher wings than Flavors, so that would help. But he just needs to set up the
I
wall
mean,
over a few laps.
On
with
paper
better
it's 7
tyres.
laps, but there were so many safety cars that the tire wear is almost non-existent for both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm not even too sure that Flavors' tires are that much worse. Especially
And it'll
because
be
his
a
pace
few
seems
laps
alright.
of the
He's obviously a bit slower than the cars behind, but I don't think it's hopeless for him.
No, definitely not.
Eweg with the run on Marcelio. Marcelio has lost, well, there's no DRS anyway, but he makes up the inside. Ossie staying out with that wind damage, obviously, only a couple of laps to go now. Eweg up to P6. I think we're going to see Evan and Lanky battling for the win like it's Div 2 Season 16 all over again, but Flavors is the one with trap position. Evan is right behind him, he's got DRS, he might try to make the move immediately and try and make the gap in the middle sector, but
Flavors
Flavors has used all the battery.
defend hard here.
10%, he's got 10% now, he's used all of it already.
Yeah, Edwin's just
Oh,
Lanky
we've got
has to
Lanky
steer out of
tapping the
that,
inside
yeah.
barrier in the same place that Rival did, and Maxi now looks for the outside line.
Oh!
And they make contact, and they're both on the wall, and that's wing damage for Lanky. And Mihai slips through on both them. Lanky missing the front left end plate, and I think Maxi's gotten away without damage.
Let's see from that camera angle.
Both missing their front left end plates after that.
Oh, Maxi as well.
Yeah, neither has a left end plate.
That means
But they're both
the
navigating the
top 3 now
castle.
sort of left on their own. Lanky and Maxi will definitely drop back from here. And they are under pressure behind
Pushing
from the V-cab of
Flavors
picks.
through that castle section. It's now
Oh, I
4
want to
tenths
see
of a
Lanky's podium.
Yeah, I think that's cost him, that wing damage. He can't keep in the DRS range from the cars ahead. Edwin is all over Flavors.
second, pushing him through that corner again. I think there was a bit of damage there. I just saw.
Oh,
coming from
yeah, it's flown off
Williams.
someone.
I think it looked like a bit of Williams' wing.
Yeah, I think Lanky's lost both end
Mihai.
plates now.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah, no,
Lanky,
sorry,
yep,
that is
no,
Lanky,
no. Lanky is missing both end plates. And now watch him throw it left-right. Can he take it flat still? Wow, it's sketchy. If he had some, if he has some dirty air, he's in big trouble. He has actually gotten DRS to Mihai in the end. And Edwin will make the pass on Flavors for the lead here. Nothing Flavors can do about that. No ERS, no DRS. And if anything, he has to look backwards towards Mihai still.
Otherwise, Osprey side by
Floyd
side
and
down the
Ossie
straight.
out towards turn 1 here, side by side. And Ossie outbreaks the Mercedes, making a
Harley
bit
and
of
Bazooka
contact.
as well.
And Bazooka might try and follow through with Floyd as well. No, that would have to be quite an aggressive move to turn 2, so he opts to wait for a better opportunity. And Floyd though with a spin! And goes in the wall.
Seems he doesn't
No
even
damage
have that.
somehow.
Place.
That wall I think actually saved him from much
someone's
worse.
at the wall. That was loud. I think it was Ossie Dre's lost the right end plate. Did he already have that missing?
No, he already didn't have that.
I heard someone smash into the wall.
Yeah.
You know, made quite a loud noise there. Eweg missing, got some damage maybe.
Ewek had that earlier, I think. I think he had it from when he hit someone a few laps ago. Edwin's under 1 second. 1.1.
Yeah, it's crucial that Flavor stayed ahead of Mihai. He is helping Edwin a lot. And he has broken the in the cars behind. Unless Flavors can have a great final sector and get back into it, that could be a ticket to Edwin to win this race, because Mihai will probably run out of laps, try and catch back up to him. And I think Flavors might just about...
Pretty good run through turn 15 and burning a
Yeah.
little bit of that battery that he does have. It's now 1 second going into the final corner, so it is going to be very close between Edwin
Edwin has got an
and
ES
Flavors.
advantage over Flavors, so he will gain down the straight, and that means that Edwin is going to be out of the ES range for Flavors, and Flavors will be overtaken by Mihai. He might use the DRS from Flavors to catch back up to Edwin and reopen this fight for the win here. And here we go, Mihai with the move
Mihai doesn't
on
have
Flavors.
battery
And now he gets DRS. And maybe that DRS will get him close enough to Edwin to keep the fight for the win alive.
Always trying to get
Maxi
past
with the
Hardy
run
down the straight.
on Lanky. And he outbreaks him on the outside of turn 1, and Maxi's up in the 4th.
Eweg goes very deep
As
to
well.
turn 1. Otherwise takes P10 away from Harley, but Harley's still there on the outside actually. They're going to go sometime to turn 2. They're both going to have DRS, otherwise has space on the inside, and Harley gets a swapper on the exit as well.
So Mihai's
Osidre's got the run on Marcelio. So Osidre, no battery, going to go down the inside. And Marcelio just keeps out of the wall. And he's going to have the place there. The medium tyre holding on around the outside. Wants to get a switch back. Yeah, he can. He's got the run now. Got the outside line again for the chicane. He's got the inside of the second part now. It should get ahead of Marcelio, but he gets a slide, and Marcelio's going to come around the outside again.
What a
about
battle! I
Marcelio?
think finally Ossie has to back out. Yes.
Marcelio takes the place.
Well, for now, but as we continue to lap Ossie down towards that main straight with the DRS, we'll just
Ooh!
reopen that battle and
Bazooka.
attack once more for P7.
How did he not have
Oh, wait,
He has
that's
damage?
created a
though.
massive gap to the top 6 now. So
Bazooka's
we've got
just
Marcelio's
essentially
smashed the
2
wall.
races here. The top 6 and then everybody else racing for position.
And Bazooka just went like fully into the wall at the castle and got no damage. This Edwin
What are those
has...
Haas front? What are those Haas front wings?
Oh, Flavors is all over the place coming out in the main straight. Mihai, has
back
he
in.
got it? Oh, yeah, just about. But it's close. Detection point is right here. Is he within a second? I think he's just outside 1 second.
No, just in.
Yep,
top-
no DRS from Mihai. By a
He's got it.
thousand of a
The top
second, he
three.
missed out on DRS to Edwin.
No, Mihai's got it.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
open.
Huh? No, he doesn't.
He's got it
It's
open.
close to me.
He did have it for me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just getting 2/10 of the strikes. He's got DRS open.
For me, it was close. That's
Oh,
good.
Ravens!
Oh, Flavors crashed!
Oh,
Lanky's
and
got
Lanky's
one
hit as well.
Who knows? Picks up into
Like-
4.
Lanky and Eweg somehow into turn 1. They came around the corner and Flavors' dead car was just blocking half a track. Lanky, I think, did he hit it? Did he just manage to avoid it? I don't
He
know.
went
But
into the wall afterwards. That's for sure. Now Max.
And Lanky has
I
got
think-
big wing damage.
yeah, he was trying to avoid Flavors' dead car, and I think he hit Eweg and hit the wall. It's all kicked off. Flavors,
been
another
half
one of the
seconds.
title. You would have said that Flavors and Viral, almost two title favourites going into this race, and they're both not going to see the checkered flag.
Sorry to
Ossie
interrupt.
finally
A
does get
beautiful move by
Marcelio.
Ossie just then. Marcelio went deep at turn 3, went in the wall. Ossie
Mihai,
went for a switchback.
what's happened?
Out of turn
He's
3.
taken the lead.
Oh my god.
He just cut the corner.
I think he sent it and got a corner cut penalty.
It wasn't even a
What is going on
warning.
right now? The race
Cut
coming in
entire-
late in the last 3 laps. And then Ossie with another switchback at turn 4. A double switchback, and he's finally gotten past Marcelio. Action Rig in the pit lane for a fresh of softs. And Mihai with that 3-second penalty has cost himself the race win.
A ton of time to Maxi. I don't know what Mihai did, but it cost them both a ton of time. Maxi's now certain to get P2, and Pix could very well be on the podium if he can just stay close to those in front.
Did Mihai just send it at that corner and get a 3-second straight 3-second penalty? And but how did he get that close to Edwin? I didn't see the gap come down that fast.
It was about
Edwin made
half
a mistake,
second,
maybe.
and suddenly, like, he just was ahead because he cut the entire corner.
Did he channel what Felix was on about and channel the dive bomb into that corner from 5 tenths back?
Maybe.
Got a battle for 7th here. Marcelio, Bazooka, and Floyd now 3 wide down the straight. And Bazooka comes out ahead of all 3. Floyd now side by side with Marcelio into turn 1 and breaks his lane as he dares into the first corner, gets to the apex first and is up into 8th. Another thing to watch out for now, Lanky with that humongous wing damage is going to be caught by Aussie. Maybe towards the end of the race, so a battle for 5th still forming. Maxi looking for a move on Mihai to turn 3, but can't quite pull off. We've got 1.5 laps to go. Edwin looks to be in control. He has a lot of EIS as well, and he only has to defend from Maxi. Can he hold on?
Always takes 7th.
2 laps.
Always takes 7th off Bazooka. There's wing damage for Bazooka. There's wing damage for probably most cars on this grid now, I think. Yeah,
I think it's easier to name the ones with an attack dropping at this point.
Coming to this race, you would have said that Flavors and Viral, maybe the 2 challenging for the title at the minute. They're both out of the race. DNF just left it open for Edwin, Maxi, Eweg. Looks like at the podium at the minute, but that's only if Eweg can stay in this penalty of Mihai. He's struggling to do so. I think he has big wing damage as well from that collision with Lanky that was partly... Eweg also with massive damage. I think it's worse than when I last saw it, losing massive amounts of time. So then maybe there goes Eweg's podium.
The only car I've found so far without damage is Marcelio, who I've seen go into the wall about 38 times, almost as well actually. So I'm surprised that Marcelio is the one without damage here.
Edwin and Mihai look okay for me at the front.
Edwin, Mihai, Marcelio, and always, that's it. Everybody else is damage.
Will keep his championship lead after this race, because Edwin's not close enough and neither's Mihai. So, after all that, he is going to somehow be okay at the top.
Well, you say okay, but still the gap has been brought down quite a bit. And Edwin will hold on to the lead this lap once again. Maxi is way too far back, and Mihai doesn't have EIS to overtake either. Aussie has caught up to Lanky, and that will be a fairly simple overtake for him. Harley's made a move for Marcelio for P9.
Aussie's got no ERS. Lanky just needs a good exit, even though he's got the wing damage. He's got way more battery, but
mate, look at him. Like,
I know,
he's lost 3 seconds at the last lap. He won't keep this. The car is not carring.
Like a really unfortunate collision there for Lanky Eweg, because they came on the corner side by side and Flavor's car was just dead in the middle of the track. They had to take avoiding action, and they just hit each other, giving themselves massive damage each.
I mean, the one thing that could actually help Lanky here, he's actually faster. It was a meta last game to intentionally smash your wing to get better straight line speed around here. Not this badly, but it does increase your straight line speed if you have a damaged wing. So that could help him on the run to the line.
And he's got
Genius
almost a full
stuff from Williams.
Yeah, it might work for him. He's got pretty much... He'll have a full
Because I just noticed him coming out of turn 3 like a gap Aussie by a mile.
Edwin with a poor corner there. Mihai is going to get right up behind him. Can he get his penalty removed? Will he try and get his penalty removed? He might as well get the position on track.
The entire corner.
He might as well get the position on track and try and find it in the steward's room.
You can try.
I mean, even if he can't, I certainly wouldn't mind winning on track, even if I can't keep it. But we come onto the last lap, onto the last corner. Edwin is 5 tenths ahead with Mihai's penalty, even if he overtakes that one will stand. But I think Edwin is far enough ahead, and Mihai is already out of EIS charge here. And Edwin, I mean, literally 0%, and now Edwin's gonna start pulling away from him. And Mihai will not get him down towards the line. Edwin is your race winner here in Azerbaijan in round 4 of Division 3.
Aussie,
and he
celebrates
by smashing the complete car over the line. The car is destroyed. Maxi second, Mihai third. It picks for Lanky, brings on P5 ahead of Aussie, and then Floyd in 7th. Bazooka in 8th, and finally Harley and Marcelio locked in the battle to the line, but Harley keeps P9, Marcelio in P10.
Go on, Action Rig, get that fastest lap.
The lap time he has to beat is a 43.216 by Mihai. Pix, by the way, up 11 places. Aussie up 8. Great races by them too. But no one actually lost places of the one to finish the race.
That's impressive.
Because all the guys for DNF lost so many.
Only Lanky and Action Rig didn't gain a place. He smashed his headphones.
Yeah, he posted a picture
Oh,
on the chat.
dear.
He's just destroyed his headphones.
Who?
Flavors.
Oh.
Rick
Axel
doesn't
over the
take
line. He's
fastest
not going to
lap,
beat the fastest lap attempt,
unfortunately.
unfortunately, so the fastest lap point stays where it was with Mihai and Williams.
Yeah. It's been a race of survival, that one, really. Edwin.
What an entertaining race at the end. The
Yeah,
safety
Edwin's
cars
being
weren't great,
extreme.
but
I mean, he celebrated
these
in the
guys
most
weren't
fitting
great,
way.
but the action was unbelievable.
Celebrating in the most fitting way by smashing it into the wall at the line. There's no more fitting way to sum up this race.
Oh yeah, Edwin has now won a race in all divisions. He's the first driver to do so. Well done, Edwin.
Is that true?
First driver to win in all 3 divisions. Well, I think so.
And there's only been 4
Must
races in
be,
Division
right?
3, so...
Yeah. And he has a Div 1 win. Viral doesn't, and Flavors doesn't, and
True.
it was over.
Wait, has
Yeah.
Edwin won a Div 1 race?
Yeah, he won that Saudi race that you bottled.
Oh, I blocked it from memory. I prefer not to speak about that one.
Yeah, that was a fun one in the end. Quite, chaotic as you'd expect from a race at Baku. With Edwin taking the win, Maxi second place, Mihai third after that penalty, but he did get the fastest lap at the end. Hicks in fourth, having started down in 15th. Lanky in fifth, matching where he started. Aussie up from 14th to finish in 6th. Then it's Floyd Bazooka, Harley, Marcelio and Action Rick, the last of the finishers. Flavors is classified in the end, despite retiring with a few laps to go from what seemed to be a pretty certain podium. They're Viral as well, having also crashing out. Davido and Gilles there as well, both retired quite early on.
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago.
Davido's fastest lap is about 3 to 5 seconds slower than everyone else's. Can't help but notice that.
I don't know, you're forgetting about Kuko there with a 2 minute 13. Just what is that? What's the 2 driver doing down there? Great Div 3 debut from Kuko. Just kidding. Yeah, what an enjoyable race when it wasn't under a safety guard. There was a lot going on, especially at the end. Yeah, great result from Edwin. He had a podium at Vegas as well, so is he maybe trying to fight his way into a bit of a title claim, especially with no points for Viral and Flavors.
He overtakes Flavors in the
great-
championship now, actually.
A great race for people like Edwin and Mihai, even the likes of Lanky, Aussie, Pix. They got some valuable points against those 2 to DNF, so
So yeah, those
Yeah.
DNFs has certainly opened up a title fight. The top 2, Viral on 61 and Flavors on 43. You've got Mihai 39. He was third today, right?
Yeah. Because of his
So yeah,
penalty.
Mihai now only 7 points behind Viral. Aussie was on 34 behind before. When did he finish in the end? P6, right?
Aussie was 6th. Yeah.
So he's now only 1 point behind Flavors. OY is 26. He hasn't really closed in that much. Maxi with 25 points beforehand also hasn't closed in a lot, but definitely respectable. Well, no, he finished second place. What I'm talking about. So he's also now tied with Flavors, and Edwin with that win, previously P8 on 18 points, now adding 25 points on top of that. All of a sudden, he's also tied with Flavors. So this championship fight has really opened up quite nicely.
And sometimes that's what it takes, just a couple of mistakes from those at the front. Really does bring a title fight wide open. It just introduces people that never would have been there, especially when it happens early on in the season when people are all still quite close to one another.
Yeah,
So
I
the
mean, we're 4
information
races
is-
in, and we really don't have really much idea who's going to end up in the title fight. I mean, surely it can't be all of them. There's
You'd
got to be
think
some.
not, but you never
This
know.
is Div 3 heritage.
To be
We've got a
fair-
12-card title fight.
DTM did have a season finale with 7 drivers in the title contention. So who knows? Maybe.
You never
Why
know.
can't we have the same?
We can always Michael Massey the same and just start giving people random penalties and disqualifying
Just literally make up points.
them.
Just full transparency. We just pull points out of ours.
What was that? Actually, Rick just, won 2 races in a row. Now got 50 points. Big up, Rick. Get him in the title fight.
I mean, that would work. It would make it close. I don't know if it would create intrigue or not.
Definitely be a fair challenge, but ignore that part.
I don't know if it
When
would
have we
actually
ever had
make
the,
the season exciting, though, because no one would actually be interested, because the points don't actually matter.
Yeah, why don't we just crown a winner at the end of the season based on vibes?
The Vibe Champion.
Based off who was the biggest crash during the season.
Ah,
So
who's in the lead for that right
20
now?
cars managing to just, running for the biggest DNF.
Edwin crashing the line
race.
was pretty big, but does that count?
No,
Not really.
It's the only big crash I can really think of.
I think Marcelino's qualifying crash is the one for me. Life-threatening.
Will be a big one coming up. I'm gonna shoot off. It's Fulham 2, Man City 5, and I fancy one. So you can keep waffling if the stream's still going, and I will say my goodbyes. Is the stream still going?
Yeah, still going. I was just getting towards the stage of asking for final thoughts, so...
I'll give mine now. Yeah, fun race when there wasn't a safety car. Disappointing results for Flavors and Viral, and interesting to see if they can bounce back now next week, which is Miami. Monza's 6, so is it Miami next? Or I made that up. Let me get the calendar up.
Next race is gonna be Belgium.
Belgium. No,
Monza's
Miami's
not even
after.
6, Monza's 7.
Ah, fuck's sake. Yeah, it's Belgium, Singapore, Monza, Miami. There we go. All right, Belgium next
Singapore, we
week.
have a Christmas break anyway. We've only got 2 more races to go until the Christmas break.
Yeah.
Yay, festive F1 total.
What date's the last race?
Obviously, Viral got the podium at Belgium in Div 2 last season, so he should be able to bounce back, and he needs to bounce back because after 2 wins in a row, he DNF'd, and everyone's catching up. But yeah, fun race, and thank you, Div 3. And thank you, Felix and Nimi as well. I'm going to shoot off, so thank you very much.
Well, full agree with what Phantom said. I've got nothing more to add.
Yeah, I think that will pretty much be it then for Division 3 here in Baku. We've got, as we got there in the end, we've got Belgium next week and then Singapore the week after that before we go to the Christmas break. I doubt I will be there for either of those because I'm getting into mock exam period, so I might, because we've got more than enough commentators for Division 3, I might take those 2 weeks off.
Yeah, we've got 4 people to pick from each week, so
enough commentators for Div 3 anyway. I'll probably take the next 2 weeks off just to focus on my mock week.
Yeah, I think we can approve that vacation.
Yeah. But, so I guess that will be all from me until the new year when we come back from the Christmas break. Still be racing in Div 1, of course, but that was the stream. Hey, thank you everyone for watching it. And should be one tomorrow night, I assume.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so back here again tomorrow night, then hopefully a stream on Saturday as well, before we head back to Division 3 in 1 week's time, racing in Spa. And we hope to see you on at least one of those